Education After the Return by Jason Gray, December 15th, 2025, 6025, Anno Lucis, in the Year of Light. Resonance, Architecture, Education, .01, Post-Overlay Learning Architecture. Education ends when learning begins. The overlay confused education with control. Learning was transformed into obedience training, information hoarding, performance measurement, credentialing, ranking, and fear-based motivation. Knowledge became something delivered, tested, and withheld. The returned world dissolves this model entirely. Education ends as an institution because learning becomes ambient. What learning actually is. Learning is not information intake. Learning is pattern recognition inside lived experience. In the returned world, learning emerges from curiosity, relevance, emotional engagement, hands-on interaction, mentorship, memory integration, and resonance with purpose. People learn because they are drawn, not because they are forced. The end of age-based education. Age-based grouping existed to manage scale, not intelligence. After the return, children learn alongside adults. Elders learn alongside youth. Skill clusters replace classrooms, and curiosity replaces curriculum. A 7-year-old may study ecology with a 60-year-old. A teenager may mentor an adult in harmonic navigation. A child may teach an elder emotional fluency. Knowledge flows bidirectionally. Learning spaces, not schools. Education no longer happens in schools. It happens in gardens, workshops, laboratories, listening chambers, archives, harmonic fields, exploration zones, and civic spaces. Learning spaces are designed to invite inquiry, not enforce attention. Walls no longer trap minds. The role of the educator. Teachers no longer transmit information. They serve as guides to help learners orient. Witnesses validate insight. Stabilizers prevent overwhelm. Connectors link knowledge streams. Memory holders preserve understanding. Authority comes from experience and clarity, not position. The best educators often speak the least. What is taught? Curriculum dissolves into learning currents. Core currents include emotional literacy, relational coherence, ecological awareness, creative expression, system thinking, memory integration, ethics through impact, value contribution, resonance navigation, conflict repair, and bodily intelligence. Technical skills arise naturally when needed. Abstract knowledge is contextualized, not memorized. Failure is removed from learning. Failure existed because evaluation existed. After the return, experimentation is expected. Mistakes are data. Missteps are feedback. Correction is communal, and shame disappears. People do not fail. They iterate. How knowledge is verified. Truth is verified through application, not tests. If knowledge works, it stays. If it does not, it evolves. There are no exams. There are demonstrations. Competence is visible. Learning as a lifelong state. There is no graduation. Learning continues because the world keeps changing. People keep growing. New questions emerge, and curiosity remains alive. Wisdom is not an endpoint. It is a rhythm. Children after the return. Children are no longer shaped to fit systems. Systems shape themselves to protect children's curiosity. This results in emotional resilience, intact intuition, strong self-trust, creative confidence, relational intelligence, and adaptive thinking. Children grow into coherence, not compliance. the final principle of post-return education. Learning is what happens when the world feels safe enough to ask better questions. Education after the return is not preparation for life. It is life. When learning becomes a natural expression of curiosity, the species never again forgets what it already knows. Jason Gray. I attended public school in Arizona for my education as a child, and it was absolutely obedience training. Rote memorization and regurgitation followed by low retention of knowledge. Jason's vision of education as ambient is so right on. Now that I am a mother, I'm experiencing firsthand how ambient learning is and should be. My daughter learns just from living life with me, and it feels so completely natural and right. I'm homeschooling her, but we're also involved with a homeschool collective focused on using nature and adventure as the classroom, and it's incredible and effective. Children are wired to learn things much faster if the information comes through play. It's absolutely more effective, and it's proven to work. And it's beautiful to see for myself that it does. I also love where Jason writes about the end of age-based education, because at her homeschool collective, my daughter is in class with kids aged 5 through 10. And she learns from the older kids and they learn from her. And amazingly, even though she just learned to read, because of this dynamic, she has already advanced to the highest reading group in her class and is actually reading better than kids that are several years older than her. It's an incredible thing to witness, and I am so grateful.